I plead with our people everywhere to live with respect and appreciation for those not of our faith. There is so great a need for civility and mutual respect among those of differing beliefs and philosophies. We must not be partisans of any doctrine of ethnic superiority. We live in a world of diversity. We can and must be respectful toward those with whose teachings we may not agree. We must be willing to defend the rights of others who may become the victims of bigotry. I call attention to these striking words of Joseph Smith, spoken in 1843. Said he, "If it has been demonstrated that I have been willing to die for a Mormon, I am bold enough to declare before heaven that I am just as ready to die in defending the rights of a Presbyterian, a Baptist, or a good man of any other denomination, for the same principle which would trample upon the rights of the Latter-day Saints would trample upon the rights of the Roman Catholics or of any other denomination."
The Lord's kingdom is a melting pot for all of his children, men and women, boys and girls. So it is something that we should and we can celebrate.
I think sometimes the biggest problem that people have sometimes is trying to make everyone the same. Is trying to say, oh, because you're in the church, we're all the same, we all believe in the same thing. And that's true, but we also have come from different backgrounds. And I think if we celebrate our differences in that way, it can just bring so much more. The church is all about taking what we have that is good and making it better.
Race and culture should be celebrated on many levels because we can learn so much from each other. The unique cultural contributions that each country has is awesome. And I think living in a place where it's very diverse has been a strength to me personally.
Unity can be created from diversity. I think it's challenging to create that once you're focusing on the differences, but once you focus on what makes us all not just members of the church but human beings, then we can be unified.
The ethnicity and the culture is a wide range here. From time to time, we may experience things that may be hurtful or that may offend us. I think in those particular instances, we should use those times to educate, to teach, to invite, to come to an understanding, one with another as brother and sister, spirit to spirit.
Racism is not in harmony with the gospel, not at all.
If there is intolerance, I feel it's our responsibility to address those issues personally. And it might just come back to people not knowing and just teaching them, educating them. And I believe that's all it's about, just helping and teaching people. There's always room for growth.
My forebears came into the church. Their job was to move from the culture of Denmark to a culture of Christ. And that takes the best out of every culture and brings us together so that we have common goals, common direction, and there becomes a unity as a result of the best of our culture.
The interaction that comes when we come into a congregation that's different should bless the lives of everybody, because it will enable those who have not been familiar with this group or the other to gain some skills and to put away their fears and apprehensions.
Racial strife still lives its ugly head. I am advised that even right here among us there is some of this. I cannot understand how it can be. It seemed to me that we all rejoiced in the 1978 revelation given President Kimball. I was there in the temple at the time that happened. There was no doubt in my mind or in the minds of my associates that what was revealed was the mind and the will of the Lord. Now I am told that racial slurs and denigrating remarks are sometimes heard among us. I remind you that no man who makes disparaging remarks concerning those of another race can consider himself a true disciple of Christ, nor can he consider himself to be in harmony with the teachings of the Church of Christ.
We need to embrace God's children compassionately and eliminate any prejudice, including racism, sexism, or nationalism. Let it be said that we truly believe the blessings of the restored gospel of Jesus Christ are for every child of God.
Now, my brethren and sisters, the time has come for us to stand a little taller, to lift our eyes and stretch our minds to a greater comprehension and understanding of the grand millennial mission of this, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This is a season to be strong. It is a time to move forward without hesitation, knowing well the meaning, the breadth, and the importance of our mission. It is a time to do what is right regardless of the consequences that might follow. It is a time to be found keeping the commandments. It is a season to reach out with kindness and love to those in distress and to those who are wandering in darkness and pain. It is a time to be considerate and good, decent and courteous toward one another in all of our relationships. In other words, to become more Christlike.